Hi friends, welcome back to Cordelia Joy Yoga. I'm Cordelia and today I will be walking us through another feel-good yoga flow. This time it's 20 minutes and it uses dynamic stretches to build strength and flexibility. Every pose is going to incorporate some kind of strength, so whenever you're ready, roll out your mat and we're going to meet in a beloved plank pose. Wrists under shoulders, your gaze is at the top of your mat. You're tucked onto the toes and start to really engage through the core. Tuck your hips under, bring belly button to spine. Keep pushing the ground away. Relax the neck, keep the gaze neutral. And like I said, at the top of your mat works just fine. Keep recognizing the engagement throughout the whole body, even in the thighs and in the feet, and in the biceps, triceps. Focusing on the engagement and that strength aspect that we're really going to work into today. We're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now right knee to right elbow, mountain climbers, left knee to left elbow. 6 more. Keep going. Exhale on the knee to elbow and inhale to lengthen. 1 more each side. And on this last one, bend deeply into both knees as you straighten out through the arms and set the hips back. Kind of a surrendering downward dog pose. Inhale, straighten out through the legs. Exhale, ripple the body forward, coming back into plank. Inhale, bend deeply into the legs. And keep doing this. So exhale, roll forward. That's 3. And we're just going to go for 5 more. Straighten out through the legs. Ripple the body forward. Really focusing on each movement. That's a goal here. To really recognize what we're doing in between the poses and what's strength and what is engaged. Keep going. Bend deeply into the knees. Straighten out through the legs. Ripple the body forward for plank. And again, bend deeply through the knees. Taking each pose as it comes, not rushing through anything here. On this last one, set the hips all the way back, downward facing dog. Draw the heels down towards the mat. Push the mat away with all 10 finger pads. Keep drawing the chest closer to the thighs. Focusing on what is being engaged here. And you'll find that to be a theme throughout practice today. Take the body a little bit deeper into your downward dog, whatever that looks like for you. And then look forward and start to heel toe the feet all the way to the front of the mat for your forward fold. Once you get there, rebound, come onto the fingertips, straighten out through the spine, halfway lift. Inhale. And on your exhale, just fold and let everything go. Settle into your forward fold here for a little bit of a relaxation before getting into our next sequence of class. Drop the hands all the way down. Release the neck, release the head, bring the chin into the chest. Feeling a deep stretch in the back body. Keep breathing. Keep releasing the back and the upper body on every exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold and inhale, bend into both knees. Root to rise, bring the arms above the head. And we're going to exhale. You're going to shift the body weight onto the left foot and bend into the right knee, grabbing onto the front of the right shin. And then drawing your right knee into your chest. Right here, you just want to tuck the hips under as you gently release the hands off of your leg, trying to keep it in the same spot as it was when it was being held. Inhale, start to bend deeply into the left leg. And exhale, step the right foot all the way back for your crescent lunge. Hands are above the head. And we're going to stay in this crescent lunge for a while because this is going to be our first real dynamic stretch that you can see within practice. So we're going to keep working on bending deeply into the left leg, straightening out through the right leg, pulling the right hip forward and the left hip back, and then tucking the hips under. So there is a lot to think about here, but keep just doing one after the other. So bend deeply into the left leg, straighten out through the right leg. Bring the right hip forward, left hip back, and then tuck the hips under, engaging the core there. Keep going, left leg, bending deeply, straightening out through the right leg, squaring out through the hips, and then engaging the core and tucking the hips under. Using this chance to really elongate that right leg and creating some space in the right hip flexor. A beautiful dynamic stretch to increase flexibility and to increase strength. Inhale, arms come above the head, and exhale, turn out towards the right side, bringing your right foot parallel to the back of the mat for your warrior 2 position. Inhale, and exhale, bring your left arm up and over and your right hand somewhere along the right leg. As you can tell here, your right hand should just be gently resting on that right leg. Inhale, bring your arms to a T, shift the body forward, and exhale, set that left elbow onto the left knee and your right arm comes up and over. Good. Turn the right foot inwards to be on the right toes, drop the right knee all the way down, bring your hands to frame out the left foot, and exhale to straighten out through the left leg. This is your half splits, a beautiful stretch. Remember here, we're going to continue to square out through the hips, so bring the right hip forward and the left hip back to create a little bit more space to stretch out the left leg. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold the body over the left thigh. Keep relaxing on every exhale and pushing the hips away from the mat through that right knee and the right shin. Option to bring your fingertips facing towards the back of the mat, straightening them out back behind you. Inhaling and exhaling very deeply here. Bring your fingertips forward if they're not already. Take one more deep breath, stretching out and trying to straighten out through that left leg. Look forward, bend in through that left knee, and bring your hands out in front of you. Like you would cock a bow, bring your right arm back behind you to come to a T. Inhale to prepare and exhale to bring your right hand somewhere along the right leg. Left arm comes up and over, and maybe your right hand reaches that right heel. Keep your gaze neutral, just past that left armpit. Inhale, bring the hands forward once more. Closing the book here and then opening the book open to the left. Keep bending in through that left knee to create a little bit more space. Inhale and exhale to bring that left hand somewhere along the right calf. Traction the chest forward to really create a deep stretch in the shoulder girdle. And of course into that right hip flexor. Right arm comes up and over. Inhale, release, come to a T, and exhale to close the book. Tuck on to the right toes, come back to your crescent lunge, arms come above the head, and exhale brings you to chair pose. Step the right foot forward. Feet are hip width distance apart, and you're in your chair, just setting the hips all the way down. And exhale to forward fold, straighten out through both legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Keep breathing. Take one breath here. Tap the glutes to release a little bit of tension that was created there. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend through both knees. And bring your arms up and over for standing. We're going to take it straight into the other side. So pull that left knee into the chest with your hands wrapped around the front shin. Inhale, really engage through the core, tuck the hips under, and gently lift your arms off from the left shin. Arms come up and over the head, bend deeply into the right knee, and exhale, set the left foot back for your crescent lunge. We're going to do the same thing here, just really focusing on each movement that happens in order to create a deep stretch within this strengthening pose. So keep bending deeply through the right knee, straightening out through the left leg, pulling the left hip forward, right hip back, and engaging through the core and tucking the hips under. Keep doing this in order, creating more space and more stretch within the front left hip flexor. Breathe naturally here. Inhale and exhale, open up to your warrior two. Pull the shoulders on the back body here, creating a little bit more of a strengthening pose throughout the whole body in this warrior two. Inhale and exhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand falls somewhere on the left leg. Right arm comes up and over. Inhale, arms come to a T. Shift the body forward and exhale, set the right elbow onto the right knee. Left arm comes up and over. Be sure to not drop your body weight onto that right knee. Go ahead and lift the right elbow and hover it over for just a second. Turn the body to face forward, drop the left knee, frame out through the right foot, and exhale to straighten out through the right leg. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, and exhale to fold over the right thigh. Keep breathing here, keep relaxing and releasing the chest closer and closer to the right thigh. Inhaling and exhaling. Let everything go. Of course, this is using balance within the hips and within that left leg, so we're not skimping out on a dynamic stretch here. Inhale, lift the gaze, bend deeply into the right leg, bring the arms up and out in front of you. Open your book over to the left. Inhale and exhale, drop the fingertips all the way down. Maybe your fingertips graze the outside of the left heel, but of course all good wherever you are. Right arm comes up and over. Inhale to release, come back to a T, and then exhale to close your book. Inhale to prepare, and exhale to open up to the right. Inhale and exhale to bring your right hand somewhere along the back of the left calf or leg, whatever feels good for you. Left arm comes up and over. And if you're anything like me, you're definitely sweating at this point. Inhale, bring your arms to a T, close the book, tuck onto the left toes, and come into your chair pose at the front of your mat. Exhale, release. Walk the feet a little bit back. You can come into a regular vinyasa here, or you can add a crow pose if that is within your practice. So inhale to bring your hands to the mat. Bring your knees to the tops or to the backs of your elbows, and start to gently draw your feet up towards your glutes. If you're in a vinyasa, we're going to meet in a downward facing dog. And if you're in your crow pose, hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the feet back, either stepping or hopping into your chaturanga, and inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We all meet here. Keep breathing, keep loving yourself in this position. We're going to take one more pretty difficult sequence. So drop the knees to a hover above the mat, lift the left leg back and pulse it up. Drop the left toes down and repeat on the other side, lifting the right leg up and pulsing. Right toes come to the ground and keep going for 8 more, 4 on each side. Keep pushing the ground away, keeping your knees to a hover just a few inches above the mat. Exhale to pulse, and inhale brings the foot back down. Good job, you guys. Last one on each side. Drop the knees down to the mat, lift the gaze, drop the belly for your cat-cow. Exhale, chin to chest, tuck the hips under, and inhale to lift the gaze. Exhale to round through the back body, and inhale to lift. Good job, you guys. Just 2 more rounds of cat-cow, taking it slow and intentional. Remembering the spaces in between the poses are just as important as the poses themselves. Draw the knees out to be mat width distance apart. Bring the big toes together and exhale to release the forehead all the way down for your well-deserved child's pose. Draw the hips back towards the heels and just breathe here. Do whatever feels good in this position, maybe even swaying the hips back and forth, or just resting here in complete stillness. Gently lift the gaze and start to walk the hands in towards the knees. Lift the hips and cross the ankles over each other. Give yourselves a little bit of a round of applause for finishing that hot and sweaty dynamic stretch, strengthening flow. We're going to cool it down, so bring your feet out in front of you and your hands come out in front of you. Gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll the spine all the way down to the mat. Bring both knees into the chest, and then gently wrap the hands on the outside of each foot, straightening out through the calves and the shins, coming into your happy baby. Draw the knees down towards the armpits, towards the floor, relaxing the shoulders down towards the mat as well. Good. Stay here or feel free to straighten out through both legs or trying to straighten out through one leg and then the other. Maybe using your peace fingers to grab onto each big toe. Just kind of playing around with a stretch here or staying in happy baby. Whatever feels good for you. Working through the stretches and the little kinks that only you know are there. Hang out here for just a few more rounds of breath. Release your happy baby and keep your left knee in towards the chest as you lengthen out through the right leg. Pull your left knee in and then hook it onto the inside of the right knee. And then twist your body, drawing your left knee over to the right side of the mat. Right here, I want you to use your right hand to push your left knee closer to the ground. Your left arm is straight out beside you. If you want something a little bit deeper, you can shift your gaze over to the left as well. Release, pull your left knee into the chest, and then lengthen it out. And let's take it to the other side, bringing your right knee into the chest and then hooking it onto the inside of the left leg. Right arm is cactused out or lengthened all the way out to a T. And then draw your right leg all the way over, really wringing out the midline of your body, just as you would a towel. Keep drawing that right knee all the way down to the ground. Again, for something a little bit deeper, you can shift your gaze, creating a whole body twist here. Bring both knees into the chest, and let's do one more dynamic exercise. Really engage everything here. So pulling your chest and your head in towards your knees, and then exhale to let it all go. Bring your hands beside you, palm facing up. Your toes are splaying out to both corners of the mat, and I'll leave you here for as long as necessary. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.